Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome to the Gallant Horde. Today we are playing The Letter. These 6 super stealthy, extremely good at hiding people are totally gonna break into the mayor's office, copy the contents of a letter, put it back where they found it, and leave without leaving a trace that they were ever there, due to their super stealthiness. I'm very excited to see how this goes. Before we get into that, though, we are currently partnered with Humble Bundle. You probably know this by now if you've been watching what we're doing. It's very exciting. And at the moment, they have a bundle of RPG assets that you can get. It's a whole bunch of stuff. There are maps. There are like little assets. There are character tokens. There's all sorts of things and a number of different styles. It's very, very cool. And if you follow the link in the doodly widdly chat, then you help us out and get yourself some cool shit. Woo! Also, we have a Discord. Did you know about that? It has a truly phenomenal amount of content in it. Our characters RP and live in a world that exists on the Discord during the whole week between missions. There is loads of story juice that gets dropped. It is amazing, and you can get access to it for the cheap price of subscribing to our Twitch channel.
Woo!
So if you're not a subscriber, you please consider doing that. It helps us out. It helps support what we're doing, and it gets you access to all the extended content of the Gallant Horde. And oh my god, it is extended. Next week we will be playing the Injured Beast, which will be a mission where a bunch of our Horde members go and try to help Malachi help a creature that is hurt and really pissed off about it. Sure, it's going to be great.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
But today, unfortunately, 2 of the people who are meant to be playing today are currently in the midst of a storm in Florida, and they have no power. So we've had a last-minute switcheroo, which is why we have a Pete and also a Mike. Mike will be playing an NPC today, not his usual Jackson. So, before we move any further into this ado, I'm going to get you all please to introduce yourselves and your characters to our delightful audience, starting with Kit.
Hello, I'm Kit and I'm playing Dalia Bonnechance, and she is a witch who follows the patron Fate, and she has a familiar called Lucky, who's a little fluffy orange cat.
Amazing. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I am playing Gertrude BeeBiscuit. She's also a witch with a bee familiar that talks named Honey Biscuit.
Amazing. Mac.
Hi, I'm Mac. I'm playing Pete, because Pete's just perfect for a stealth mission. What do you bring to a stealth mission but a 6'6" tall red tiefling with hooves? It's gonna be great.
I'm excited. Cheryl.
Hey, I'm Cheryl. I play Redra Warra. She is a 6'6" half-orc cleric, also very good at stealth. We're here for this.
It's gonna be
We're here for a
amazing.
good time.
Kyle.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Steve. To give reference to this world in our Discord, Steve fell out of bed this morning very loudly. So this is gonna go great.
And this is not an isolated incident.
This is I roll regularly to see either if his hair is a mess or he falls.
Oh, Steve.
Amazing. Mike.
I'm Mike, and I will be playing Iskar, a cavern elf who owes Andalina a favor. He stands at 6'11".
Oh, because we didn't have enough talls. Awesome.
Yeah, he is a tall, langly, gangly. Great.
However, he is in fact a rogue. So
Yes. He is a rogue.
because when our rogue didn't have power, I was like, if they don't have a rogue, they are not going to succeed at this. That is not going to happen. So, alrighty. let's do this thing. Your potion of resistance today is electricity. If you're on Utah chat, you can gift any character a potion of resistance. You can also give them inspiration, which lets them choose to re-roll any d20 roll. And you can also heal people. I'm using very specific words. Any character. Um,
And let's remember our hero points, kids, and our
Yes.
inspiration. And I'm not going to metagame. That's it. I'm done.
okay, cool. Right.
Eh, Don't
So,
believe it.
before you head off to the dancing anvil today, what would you? Is there anything you would like to do? Please.
We were trying to do a stakeout to
Okay,
see who,
when-
because
When would you have done this?
we were kind of taking turns through different times during the day.
Okay.
So I had rolled a 17 perception for Dalia and a dirty 20 for Lucky.
Okay. During the day, people come and go. Like it's not super busy. People
Mhm.
really only go there if they have business that they need to take care of some sort.
Mhm.
They're not going to visit the mayor for social calls, because he's a dick.
Right.
But they, people come and go. There are obviously a few people working in the town hall, probably doing the maths or writing
Yeah,
the
we were-
bylaws. I don't know, whatever
I
people
think-
do in a town hall.
We were trying to figure out who might have been in the closed door where voices were heard. I think BeeBiscuit heard some voices.
Oh. I would say you probably see a couple of people who look like they might do things like manage a vault. Kind of beefy.
Okay.
Look like they're guards of something.
Okay.
Which is not surprising because this would be a place that would have a
Right.
vault or things that need guarding.
Mhm.
They don't look particularly super duper buff, but yeah, there's obviously someone there whose job it is to
Okay.
make sure that things are protected. There's not really any surprises. Like it's all pretty much what you would expect.
I moved my mic closer. Is that better? Shawnee, she said, and Cheryl.
Yeah. All right. So you head to the anvil,
Mm-hmm.
and Angelina's there, and you see next to her, sitting at the bar, like she's behind the bar, and sitting at the bar is a elf. Would you like to describe what they see, Mike?
Yeah, so Iskar is, like I said, a gangly, long-limbed, nimble-fingered, tall, purple-skinned elf. His hair is almost translucent. You get the feeling looking at him, he really doesn't get a lot of sun. He's wearing kind of deeper cloak there, jacket, with a corset underneath, a flowing ankle-length skirt dress idea with his hair done up in a bun, held up by a wooden dowel.
Cool. She looks up as you enter, and she goes, "Ah, it's our team for today. Welcome. Please come with me." And she sort of turns and gestures you all into a back room. Now, I don't think any of you have ever been into anywhere in the back of the anvil. Iskar, she calls you along to, and she takes you into a little back room, and it's got like barrels of beer and shit in it. And she goes, "This isn't really a conversation I want to have where we might be overheard. It seems that our dear Effie has done herself a damage in her training and therefore will not be able to join you today. Fortunately, however, an old acquaintance of mine was wandering through Circle Creek. This is Iskar. He is going to help you out today. He has some skills that might be handy.
Cool.
So your job is to... Yes, Steve.
There's like a stick in your hair.
Yes, there is a. It's used to keep my hair up. You see, it's
Ah.
rather long, and it tends to get in the way when I try to use my fingers the way they're meant to be used
Okay,
for
cool.
jobs.
Cool.
Anyway, your task today is to retrieve the contents of a letter while leaving no sign that you were there. I know that the mayor has received the letter. I'm reasonably certain that it's in his office somewhere, and I want to know what it says. It will be sealed with a symbol of a butterfly with open wings, and probably fairly well hidden, if I judge the mayor's personality correctly, which I do.
I don't know a lot about this mayor guy, but everyone says he's a bit of a dick and that I shouldn't meet him. Is that like fair?
He is very sure of his own importance, but
Cool.
not sure enough to take it for granted, if you understand me.
Yeah, I get it.
Steve,
Cool,
I'll
Steve.
explain it to you later, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He thinks he should be more important than he actually is, and he secretly knows that he is not.
His family's very important, but he's out here in the Tules, so
Indeed.
I know a lot of dudes like that. They're not cool.
right.
He is, in fact, not cool.
Cool. Cool.
And he really doesn't like me. So if you get caught, maybe don't mention that you're on a job for me, although he will
Yeah.
probably work it out because he knows who you all are by now.
He's a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, he knows Redra and Gertrude because they did a little scout mission for us, but
Yeah.
I've never met him. I don't plan on meeting him today.
This letter is of interest, but I would really rather prefer he had no idea that I knew what it said. So
Okay.
I'm not sure how you're going to achieve that, but you're professionals. I'm sure you'll work it out. If you succeed in bringing me the contents of this letter without any
Repercussions?
evidence that you were there, I will give each of you 10 gold. This is from me as a client, not from the guild.
Anderline, you know your gold's no good to me, but I will assume our favor is clear, yes?
Indeed. Get them in, get them out, get what I need, and we're square.
Understood.
Iskar, is it?
Yes.
Are you familiar at all with the layout of the city hall or anything?
No, I can't say that I spend very much time here. I tend to enjoy being away from the sun.
And you have some skill with locks and such? Is that your
I
talent?
certainly do.
Okay.
I think we should like get out of this back room before anybody starts talking, and let's like take this conversation outside, yo. Good to see you again, Angeline.
Steve
Always
has been
good to see
quietly
you,
picking
Pete.
his nose in the background.
Of course he has. Well, good luck. I fear you may need it.
I'll do my best to bring luck.
That's your jam.
That's what I am.
All right then.
Iskar would wait to make sure he's one of the last ones to leave, or he is the last one to leave the room.
Okay.
Dalia's
They
just gonna be
all-
telling a funny story like they were back there doing something,
Helping Angeline kick the beer or something. Yes.
Mhm.
Iska?
They all need to come back, do they, Underline?
Preferably, yes. None of them have made me any money yet, and they have all, in fact, cost me money at this point. So I would really prefer that they stayed alive long enough to make me some money.
With that, he kind of ever the business.
You know me.
Of course, Underline. I will do what I can.
Appreciate it.
He'll nod and make his way out.
Hey, get this way.
Alrighty. What are you doing?
People turn to Iskar, is it? Getting the name right, and we'll speak in Undercommon and go, pleasure to meet you, to see if he responds. Because he's got an inkling of, like, where this person might have come from.
Dalia understands that.
Iskar kinda raises an eyebrow. Bless you.
People, like, chuckle, like, just like this real low, like, I just continue through.
Steve was about to say the same thing. Oh, so good.
All right. What
So,
you doing?
where are we heading to? Let me look at my circle
So,
map.
I gotta find the map. Where's the map?
I have it on my
guys,
background, so it's handy.
like, I understand that I'm, like, late into this one.
Mhm.
What are we doing?
Steve
We're
will
gonna
pull
let it
out.
out of the way. Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Steve will pull out a series of flashcards with pictures on them that Gertrude made, and he'll go, "All right, so we're gonna like." He pulls out the first one. This is the city hall. We're supposed to go in there. Pulls the next one.
Cool.
This is the picture of like a piece of paper, and like we need to like find it. Pull to the next
Got it.
one. This is another piece of paper that looks just like the first one, which means we're supposed to switch them or something like that. And then he pulls up the last one. It's a picture of them leaving quietly. And then we're supposed to leave without getting seen. Did I get it? Did I do it?
Very close. We're supposed to
Golf
just
clap.
copy the first one, but you did
Oh,
really good.
Yay.
I don't think I can do that.
Okay.
Would we
Iskar
be
has
having
visibly aged 5 years.
We're finding somewhere quiet and out of the way where we're not
Yeah,
being
that's
observed.
what I was
yes,
gonna
yes,
suggest.
that's
good?
yeah.
So we have new people. There's we know that there's magic in the mayor's office. So, but it could be used for either security or to hide the letter, possibly. And
I can
then
find that.
Oh. That would be bringing you inside the city hall, Gertrude.
Nothing.
Not you.
Didn't you bring something that could help find things in there? And we talk about something like that.
I mean, I can read Aurora and it tell
Yeah.
me what type of magic it is, but I gotta
Right.
know that the item is magic. And unfortunately, Redra can only tell there was magic in there.
Oh.
Yeah,
We
detect
need
magic works very
combination.
differently in Pathfinder. It's
Yeah,
a yes
I
no
know.
question. It's not a it's over there and it's abjuration. It's like
Yeah. Mhm.
there is magic, there isn't magic. That's the thing. Yeah.
Well, is it the kind of thing that, like, let's say we find like a safe or something, and you can say, does this have
The spell
magic on
literally
it?
says you can tell if there is magic within 30 feet of you that you don't know about.
No,
So
her
you can-
her
you
read
can-
aura spell.
Oh, I don't know about Redora.
Okay.
Say
Jen
yes.
should know that since it's her
Because
spell.
out of character, we had kind of worked out that Redra said there's magic, and
Yeah.
so Gertrude
Oh.
said, "I'll figure out what the magic is now that we know it's there."
Right.
Oh. When the Hero Lab did the weird thing, it took Read Aurora away, so I don't have it.
Well, put it back.
Okay.
That's not your fault. I'm happy for you to put that back because it's not your
Okay.
fault that stream that Hero Labs did,
really quick. Wait.
did some weird shit.
I just had a very hilarious
Oh, I'm good.
realization of why Steve always thinks there's magic everywhere. Because he always has the staff with him.
Yep.
So it always pings.
Yep.
Oh, this poor idiot. He's
And he
so
doesn't
screwed.
know that it's magic.
He do not.
Everyone around him knows that it's magic, but he does
Oh.
not. Like there's definitely magic here.
Who's doing that?
That's me.
Okay, it's
That's
fixed.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
Steve
Let me
is the
get this
best.
straight. We are to make our way into the mayor's office. We are to find this letter, make a copy of it, and put it back as if we were never there.
Mhm.
The room has magic, but we don't know where it is, what it
We-
is.
Yeah. That's about the size of it.
So, in my profession, we have a thing called walking away when you're not going to win.
Yes.
Now,
That's also part of the plan.
obviously, in this situation, given where my hands are tied, that's not an option. And I assume, given that you have all cost and align money, you are in similar situations. So, let's try to make the best of the best. This mayor, when is he going to leave his office next?
When it closes.
So we are going to be doing this after business hours, so to speak. Does this mayor stick to a routine? Does he stay away or does he try to work off the clock?
From BeeBiscuit's outing and what
He
you know,
seemed to do his hours and then leave. Like this
okay.
is not someone who is working more than he needs to.
And Quinn, is it pronounced Quinn, the assistant?
Quinn, yeah,
Quinn, they are the same.
same.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
he
they're also
also
the one
is.
that opens.
Yes,
Oh,
he opens and he
sundown.
closes, but he does his hours and then he fucks off.
Okay. So roughly sundown, I think, is what we
Yeah.
figured out.
Excellent. This has gotten easier. What does the night guard look like?
So we don't know. They are. I had my bee do some investigation. For all we know, that they are in rooms and they never leave. That's if it's them. They could be those little buggers that got in there the other week. I don't know, but as of right now, they don't leave their
Oh,
room.
somebody please tell Iskar about the little buggers.
Iskar has aged another 2 years.
We're gonna kill this man.
So, as I understand then, there are guards that are there overnight, but we don't know what they do. This is according to your bee?
Still, and I'm a bee.
You can talk to your bee?
The bee,
and
the
bee
bee
can
talk.
talk to you.
The bee just talk.
Oh gods. The bee. Okay.
But
Interesting.
dude,
Ah,
I find it's easier to just roll with this weird stuff that goes on that I don't always get.
Says the
And the talking
giant,
bee is unique.
super red, gigantic tiefling with wings and 2 sets of horns and hooves.
Yeah, that's our buddy Pete. So looks like there's some muscle, but they don't look too dangerous. But you guys know what room you kind of heard the talking, so maybe that might be worth checking. And I don't know if we have some kind of distraction that we could do to get them out of the room.
So,
Oh, I like totally can do that.
I can't wait
like-
to hear what you got, Steve.
So I can make people think they're like ghosts and stuff, or like it sounds like 4 grown people just like yelling at each other.
won't that like make people come?
I could make
Like,
it sound like they're
more
murdering
people?
each other or something. That's usually things that people run to.
yes, but then
More
they
people.
would be put on guard.
I think people are more inclined to run from something that they might be in danger from, like, making
Mm.
them think there's a fire, than putting their neck out for somebody else. That's what I've heard.
So I've been like helping the doc every now and then, like doing rounds.
Mhm.
Like I could just like pretend I'm doing rounds for the dock and like give these people a checkup, make sure they're all healthy, like looking after their stuff.
I'm here for your checkup.
Or the assistant.
Like we
City
could
Hall
totally do that.
subsidized flu shots.
Like we can like go in there, have a chat, take the guards off like one by one, give them like good check over,
They're
make sure they're like
behind
fit and
closed doors,
healthy.
hon. They're,
Mhm.
Well,
um, let's see.
my job is to get you there, get the letter copied, and then bring you back. So I will go along with what you all decide. If there is something that I don't like, I will say something. You're getting paid for this. I'm being released of a debt. We all have something to earn.
Mhm.
We should make the best of it.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Going in at night. That's all we got.
We need to try to get those guards out of that room. I think that's a likely spot. That if it's something that's being guarded, that might be where he keeps something important. So we need a way to get them out, and then
But it wasn't from BeeBiscuit. It was in one of the locked rooms. It wasn't in the office.
Yep. So you went down a passageway, and the mayor's office is at the end of the passageway, right? There's a door to the left of that. That's where the voices were.
and
So
there's
we could just
no-
avoid.
If you were quiet, you potentially could just avoid them.
and there's no window to see in that room. Did we?
No,
Okay.
no, not that one.
So I had BeeBiscuit after he got out that next morning. Do a
Yeah.
loopy loop.
Right. Okay.
There are windows to rooms that would have looked like meeting rooms and that kind of thing, but the room in question where there were voices, there are no windows to that one.
Okay.
I can
And-
make myself and one other unseen.
I can make myself unseen as well.
So
It's only lasts 10 minutes, and I can only do it once.
So
I am decent.
Where
at making
are you
myself-
having this conversation?
We said we found an out of the way place. We're out in the outside.
We're probably freezing our butts off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
talking.
it's windy, and it's
Yeah,
that wind
cold.
that cuts right through everything and goes straight to your bones. It's cold
Mhm.
as hell outside.
Mhm.
he would have like put his back to the wind and stretched his wings out as a windbreak.
Snuggle up to
Steve, I was going to say, Steve has gone into the wings.
He's used to it by now. Just like
So we're gonna wait till the office closes.
Mhm.
That's step
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And the mayor and Quinn leave.
Yeah.
And then we got to figure out a way to get the guards out of that room, or do we want to sneak in the office, see if it's there first, and then if it's not there, try to get the guards out.
do that.
Do that.
Was there
Is that
windows
way?
in the mayor's office?
What's that? Sorry? Cheryl?
Was there windows in the mayor's office?
That's a good question. Please hold while I look.
Because we would have seen it when we were in there.
Yeah, there are. Yes, there are windows.
Because there's no way that I can do sneaky at like our new friend here's level, and like people like tap his hooves on the ground. It's like
You could take some cloth and wrap around your hooves. It deafens the noise significantly.
Silencers for your boots.
I've had
Yeah.
to do it before.
I believe it. Do we have any ideas about how to get the guards out of the room?
Well, Pete, is it?
Yeah, man.
He said he's been doing regular rounds. Perhaps he could make his regular rounds, but instead of coming in to do medical procedures, make
Just checks.
conversation.
Oh, yeah. I can do
Bring
that,
them
man.
out, and then we could prevent you from having to try to do any of the sneaky sneak. Right? That way we don't draw undue attention and you get to distract.
I can do that for you, man. Because
How does that get him out of the room? Am I missing something?
I'm
We
a
want him
little.
out the room, right? So we can.
It's less getting them out of the room and more getting them focused on a different conversation that he can then pull them away and be like, oh, I saw this thing. Can you come and look at this thing? I'm not a guard, you are.
Okay, my question is, they were in there when the place is closed. Quinn locks it up. Why would he be in there after it's been locked up for the day?
Yes, I think
Well,
we're
just-
missing some pieces. Yes.
just knock on the front door, man. It's all good. People are always
That
polite
would
when you
get him
knock on
out
their
of the
door.
room.
That's so not true. Have you knocked on Gerald's door? That is absolutely not true.
Ah, Gerald's the best.
But
Dude
he's
gets it.
not always kind. He's kind of grumpy sometimes. Okay.
Point of order: is the building still open at this point?
Yes,
In the day?
it's daytime
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
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 So it's,
I'm sure we have several hours to figure this out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not in real
Steve's
time.
like,
Not in real time. No. In game.
Steve speaks up. It's like, I could also like go in and just like sit down somewhere. People sometimes don't think I'm very smart, so they might just think I'm too stupid to leave.
Oh, Steve.
I think they broke Mike.
Iskar just stares at Steve.
This is so good. This is great. You're not even in the building yet. We're like 40
No,
minutes into the stream
yeah,
and you're still
this is
standing out
what-
in the cold wind.
And we killed one player. Good.
Oh, Jesus.
Mike is dead. Cool.
Iskar looks at Steve and just,
Yeah.
how? How? Just how? How did he get here? He'll-
I
he'll
like
kinda
won
look.
a deathmatch. I'm like kind of magical and shit. I'm sorry, Visigoth. My name is Steve.
Did you just call him Visigoth?
Did you? Anderline has hired you. You must have something. I will trust Anderline's decision, and then he'll kind of look to the rest of the group. Why is he on this one?
I don't know, my dude. I got someone knocked on my door this morning because if he wasn't like
Yeah, I
perhaps checking on her,
don't
that's
know
why
if
I
Effie
need
chose him or Andeline did. I'm not sure where else.
So,
We have a process. I'm not really sure where he falls in that.
I think
Um,
I think the big thing is that myself, my friend here, Redra, and probably Steve, are not the sneaky people for you. You definitely have like a set of skills that I don't have.
Watching Mike try to keep a straight face is killing me. It's so good.
He's also killing Mike. No way.
Uh,
all right.
So what are you doing?
I'm looking
I
around
believe
for
we're
Rita.
grabbing the clock and we're winding it round to night.
I think we need a plan B for getting them out of the room. I don't think we can do what we need to do with them in there. We're supposed to find a piece of paper and copy its contents. That's going to take us a hot minute.
So what if we're sneaking in like through a window in the mayor's office? I would assume maybe his door's already closed.
Mm-hmm.
So we get in and then we start looking, and if it looks like we can't find what we're looking for, that's when we try to distract who's in the other room.
Perfect. I just
But
want to have one idea about how to distract them.
Yeah, I
It
think
might not
we
work, but I'd feel better if we just said something besides Steve sitting on a corn. That's
Steve
all I'm
has
saying.
offered his sound tricks.
His
Yeah,
sound tricks.
maybe they're scared of bees. Maybe one of them's going to be allergic. I don't know.
We do have to keep something else in mind.
Yeah.
We cannot let this tie back to Andaline.
Exactly.
Now,
Uh,
I'm not familiar with the residents of Circle Creek, but I can't imagine there are that many adventurer style of people that have access to magical abilities or other things that could cause guards to get concerned. However, we could also play, and Steve, you might be helpful with this. With those illusions, we could potentially, this is for 4th game, use that to kind of discredit the guards and use it as a cover for us if anything were to go awry. You,
Interesting.
I am sure you adventurers have made yourselves quite popular in Circle Creek, hopefully spending your gold, hopefully ingraining yourself in the population. So, by doing so, you kind of have put the people on your side. To my understanding, this mayor is not a friendly man. So,
All that sounds right.
use that to our advantage. If he's not a friendly man, but you all are, maybe the guards are more friendly to you than they are to him. Maybe we pay for the guards to go get a drink at the anvil. Because then, are they going to say, oh, well, adventurers paid us and we left our post and we went to drink at the anvil? Or are they going to keep their mouths shut for fear of losing their jobs or potentially their lives?
Hmm.
We have gold. Why not just bribe the guards?
Oh, you have gold?
I have gold.
I don't have much.
I can absolutely chip into an amazing plan.
I bought a lot
I'm
of
so glad you're here.
wine and dinner stuff, so I don't have a
Pete
whole
will
lot.
like rattle around in like his like he's carrying around money, which is not all of his
Okay.
money, and like pull out 5 gold and be like, if you're a guard, would this like work?
Depends on how well the mayor pays his guards.
Maybe we could find that out.
That sore thumb, not enough, probably.
Okay.
I agree.
All right, wait for dark.
If we're
Get
waiting for
in the mayor's
dark,
office. See if we can find anything. If not, we try to distract them and or bribe them.
if we're waiting for dark, I say we go back to the anvil, have a drink, and wait.
Okay. So you go back to the anvil. Angeline looks up and
Who's
goes,
like,
back already?
what the hell?
No,
He's
it's cold
done?
out there.
It's a little chilly and a little busy there, Andaline. You know me and my way of doing things. I like less people to be around, and I don't really like how sunny it is, even with
I
the
understand.
clouds.
It's not good for his complexion.
Very well then.
You know.
Beer's not free though.
No,
People
and
pull out 2 extra gold and just like put it down on the bar. Like, we're just gonna be like chilling here for a bit, so I'll
Cool.
pay this up front.
I'm cutting you each off at 2 so that you keep your heads about you.
Well,
I'm
I
just
will be
gonna have some
drinking none.
juice.
I have hot chocolate.
All right. She will bring you hot chocolate and juice and whatever you ask for, but no more
Just
than 2
water.
beers per person.
No, I want to stay alert.
Yeah. Is anyone actually drinking beer?
Nope.
Yeah, we know. That's a given. That's
I don't
People
think
are gonna
that
have
is
one.
he probably operates better on beer, honestly.
quite
so,
likely.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
He has a
Alright.
minimum BAC content to function. Yep.
Insert montage of drinking of hot chocolate and timey
love.
wimey.
Pete has like 3
Sunset.
breakfasts.
The sun sets. The dinner crowd comes in. It is very fucking cold outside right now. The
Mhm.
wind is howling. You can hear it even from inside the anvil. It is a cold, dark night. The anvil is pretty busy because it's warm. Axel's probably playing music on stage at this point, I would say. It is warm and busy and very, very cozy. There's lots of wonderful smells of delicious, warm things. At which point you leave.
I'm assuming we would leave at different times. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not.
And not
we're
at the
making
same
a
time.
Spectacle. And we're going to meet in front of just where we can get access to the mayor's window. So we kind
Okay.
of have a.
So here is a map for you. Wait, let me copy your guys. Put you all in a group.
By lost law.
Bylaw Slaw.
Oh,
I've popped you down on the. Oh, have I put you on the wrong layer thingy?
no.
Can you
Thank
see the outside of that building?
I
Yes.
Very
see
dark.
black.
Yeah, it's really black.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
see
If you
Or
zoom
grayed
out,
out.
you can
You
see
zoom
the
down,
bars.
you scroll down. Yeah,
So you can't see the outside of the building.
it's gray. I mean, it's dark, like a dark night.
Yeah. It
Outside,
should
yeah.
be a nighttime one, but
Yeah.
you should be able to see the outside, and then the inside should all be black.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard
see
for me to
these
see
two
because it's a
green
nighttime
bars
map.
right
It's
here.
hard. It's hard for me to see what's visible and what's not to
No.
you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Refresh. My
I don't see us though.
best
You
friend.
are down
Oh.
in the bottom right-hand corner.
Let me
I
refresh.
do not
don't
see us, no.
either.
Oh, why?
I don't see us.
Why? Please hold.
But that room at the bottom center, that's
Second
the
layer.
mayor's office.
You can't see yourselves.
Mm-mm.
Why not? It has you grayed out, but when I try to move you to the
Layers.
token layer, it doesn't move you, which is. Roll 20! What are you doing?
Roll 20 also had some beers.
Apparently.
That's where Pete's money went.
It's very weird. Hang on.
It had all the beers the rest of us didn't have.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, please hold while I try to work this out. Oh, maybe it's because there's no light. Let's
Oh.
do that.
It's the mood lighting. What is
No,
it called?
I don't. Dynamic
It's
lighting, but
definitely a mood.
I don't actually have dynamic lighting on. I just have
Oh,
the fog of war on.
Stuff. Right.
Maybe
very
just try
weird.
copy and paste again and just ignore those tokens.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Let's try that. Did they appear?
Nope.
Super weird. Super weird. Trying to see what you can see.
Would a screenshot help you? Or no?
Well, I can see on Twitch. Kind
Okay.
of.
That is on Twitch is what I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be able to see. Oh, hang on. Okay, wait. Am I on the right layer? Yes. Paste. But it's.
Dun, 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 dun,
Not showing up the tokens, which is fucking weird. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. What if I do this?
Have we tried unplugging Roll20 and plugging it back?
You know, I'm going to refresh it because
Oh,
you may be right.
again, right?
It has never done this to me before. Oh,
That's
Why don't-
what he said.
I'm just
Mm?
glad to see I'm not the only thing that broke today.
Oh,
Did
the
Steve
look on your
break roll
face.
20 too?
alrighty. Let's remove you guys. So, let us just do some revealies. Can you see the street?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
yes.
Can you see the tree up the right-hand side? Oop,
Yes.
hang on.
I see a couple of trees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see? So you can see all up the right-hand side?
Yes.
We can see
Can
them
you
like in darkness, yeah.
I can see the
Yeah,
outline
yeah,
of the office. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see the back of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
You
Okay.
can see the like weird prison yard place.
No.
No.
Mm. Oh yes.
Yes.
Over there. Mm-hmm.
This.
Ah,
Yep,
There
over
we go.
there.
yep,
Now you
yep.
can. Yep.
Cool, cool.
Cool.
Cool,
So you can
cool,
see all
cool.
of that. So why
I can't
Is this-
see.
not working? Why is it
In-
not putting your tokens visible to you? Token layer.
Can we drag our tokens on? Would that help?
Try that. See if it works.
Let me see from character.
I cannot work out why it's not showing you the tokens.
I don't see.
They're like grayed out on my screen, like they would be if they were on the GM layer. But I've told them to be on the token layer, and they're not
Oh.
working.
Yeah, I tried dragging it on. I still don't.
Anyway, while I'm
Okay,
fapping
I
with
can
tokens,
drag it,
Yeah, you can drag it and
but I can't
your
see
thing will
it.
pop up, but
Yeah,
you
I
just
can't
can't
see it.
see it.
Yeah.
fucking weird. I don't understand. All right. I will faff with tokens while you look at the outside of the building and tell me what
Okay.
you want to do. Because
Cool.
if you can see the
So-
building, then that's
Are these windows like here and here?
Is that the entrance, the front entrance off the street?
yes.
Okay.
So that would not be the mayor's office.
Okay.
No, that would
so-
be those of you who've been there before. That would be the entrance where Quinn was.
Okay. Is it in the
Gertrude
back?
would like.
So
ahead.
the mayor's office would be back here, up at the top.
Okay.
Those are the windows into the mayor's office. They do have curtains that are drawn, so you can't see inside.
And
Um,
that's back up against the river.
Correct. So there would be some grass, like it's not right against the river, but
Right. Right.
but
that's
there is a river
okay.
there.
That's where
So-
we're gonna be.
Oh,
Gertrude would like to make a look around to see if anybody's watching them right now.
Sure, make a perception check.
Let me find it. That's not. It's not
Okay.
there. There it is. I rolled a 19, so 26. And then 28 if they're within 30 feet and I can't see them.
Mm.
They are the street is pretty empty at this stage. And if
Okay.
you're at the back, so you're still at the front of the building.
I guess because right now it's kind of a looking around before moving and being
Yeah.
suspicious. Yeah.
So there might be one or two people, but they would be hurrying because it's cold and windy and
Oh.
horrible. So anyone who
nobody's
is
paying
out
attention.
there, no, they're going from A to B, and that's their focus.
People whisper, like proper low whisper, to Iska. Hey, do you want me to like walk past and like have a look at the front of the building? And if I grab like Redra here, she can be like, come along and like be holding me up, and that's why we're taking a little bit of time.
You just came out of the anvil. You had a
Throw
couple.
off
Rivers helping
the
you out. Mhm.
drunker look, eh? It
One
could
of the
be
few that
good.
could probably hold Pete up. Yep.
Would be useful. See if there's any lights coming from inside. See if there's anyone pulling a late night shift. You know, we
Yeah.
I
we
don't know.
need to make sure we cover all possibilities. So sure, could be done.
I don't know.
Hey, Redra, you reckon you could pretend to hold me up? Because I don't think Steve could.
He could pretend. I don't know if he could do it.
I should be able to do that. That should be no problem.
So we'll like get ourselves sort of set up to just slowly walk past the front of the building. Oh, like Pete will like look like he's proper leaning on Redra's shoulder. He won't actually be like pushing any weight down because he knows he's like big and bulky. And as he walks, like it'll be very slowly, like carefully, like putting his hooves down so he doesn't slip, and he'll take the time to properly like look at the building and every window that he goes past.
Cool. Can you start by making a performance check for me, please?
No,
wait. Before you do that, darling, I'm gonna give you. Wait, this is the one I can give to other people. Give me 1 second. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna give you Nudge Fate, and it lasts a minute. And if a +1 status bonus would help you get from a failure to a success or a critical to a failure, then it goes into effect. Otherwise, it's
Nice.
that little extra luck.
I assume Redra will be helping with this as well.
So that means, Redra, you also make a performance check.
We.
Oh, take a solid 14. Yeah.
I'm so afraid to press the button.
Push the button.
What
Fine,
could
I'll
possibly
figure
go
out another
wrong?
way.
That could possibly go
That could
wrong.
go wrong.
All right, I'm gonna try something else. I'm going to do.
Roll? What did you roll?
What did you roll, Redra?
I rolled a 1 for a total of 2.
Cool.
Which?
Cool. And yours was a 14,
I-
right?
Don't have
Correct.
inspiration.
Correct.
Okay. I am just going to do a thing here.
Is
So
Have a cat walk by?
if a 15 would make it a success, then you can have 15. It's only 1 point.
Cool. Yep. I mean, you're doing a passable imitation of a drunk person. It's all good. I'm just covering up the things manually, and then I'm going to turn fog
Oh, okay.
off.
Awesome.
That's my plan.
Cat, come on. Why you be like this?
So do we want to have
Okay.
one group go one way and the
So-
other way around to meet at the back? Instead of like 6 people walking around,
That should
Well,
have turned it
which-
off.
I can see
Yep.
the building and the street and the outside again.
Same scenario for me.
It's the
But
same. I
the- oh.
can't see.
Hang on. How about now?
Can see everything now.
Yeah, I
Cool.
see everything.
Not the tokens, though.
Not the tokens.
Yep, I've not put the tokens
Oh,
on.
okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You want? Do you want? Oh, I think I know what you want, Cat.
So
You want?
Can we
Well,
see
they-
Dalia?
no.
All right, we're going to take a break and fix this and come back after
Aw.
we fixed it because this
Okay.
is very frustrating. So we will take a quick break. Adam will do some marbles, and I will have a play with Roll20 and get it to work. And come back hopefully with a map that works, and then we can actually get down to business. So today we are
the
giving,
mayor.
we are giving away Illusions of Innocence. It is a book that I
Ooh.
made. It is a bunch of short stories. The brief I gave people was that the stories needed to be about precocious children. Turns out when you ask for that, you get a lot of very creepy stories. So yeah, it is quite creepy in places, but there are also some funny stories and some like moving stories and whatever. So it is quite fun. And yeah, we will be back shortly with a map that works. Don't go anywhere. We will see you very soon. Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome back to Gallant Horde. We have fixed the map by making a whole new one. It's great. And it's working now. I'm not hysterical. Also, Jen's electricity is going flicker flicker. So that might become a problem, but we will deal with that problem when we get to it. If we get
We'll
to it.
burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yep.
So, where were we? We were standing outside of the town hall in the middle of the night. I've used the daytime map so you can actually see what's going on. But it's the night. It's cold and windy. There are a couple of people maybe roaming around in the streets, but they are very much in the collars up, get where I'm going kind of style of thing. Pete is pretending to be drunk in a reasonable
tipsy.
fashion. Redra is pretending to hold him up very badly. What are we doing?
Probably
Where are we
lends
at?
credence.
Well, yes.
Okay.
And
So, yeah, go ahead. you.
so, like, now, as, like, Pete, slightly tipsy looking Pete, is going to walk past slowly. He's going to, like, have a real good look at everything he can as he walks past.
Where are you walking? Like along the front?
Along the front.
Okay, make a perception check for me, please.
16.
16.
Rita, do you
Everything.
want to get in on this too?
I mean, I can try.
You got another set of eyes.
Give it a go.
25. How's that go?
Oh, very nice.
I can't ask, but
Well-
I can look.
You can very clearly see that it looks extremely closed up. There are some windows kind of facing the front there are windows on the kind of main entrance bit, and then there are also windows on the side things. They are all like shuttered up. So you can't see inside. The door, in as much as you can see that a door looks locked, it looks locked. The place is dark and quiet.
So no like little bits of light maybe escaping anywhere.
Not from the
Okay.
front, no.
Okay.
So for all intensive purposes, a completely abandoned dead building with nobody.
That's what it looks like from this
From the
vantage
front.
point. Redra, with a 25, I would say that you can probably just for a second see the slightest movement in the curtains on the far right. Just
Oh.
the slightest movement, because there was a high roll.
Okay.
Like there's something in that room, but it's dark. There's no light. Yeah.
And have we all split up? Is
You
everybody
muted,
around?
Kit.
I was
I
suggesting that we do that before the break, but I don't know if we did it yet.
I don't think you did. Let's assume you didn't, because my
Yeah.
attention was super split.
So, I would like to go down. I already placed myself over on the right. So if
Mhm.
like 2 more people want to join me over there, and then 3 go the other way, just so we can kind of check both
Circle the
sides and
building.
meet in the back. Mhm.
I'll stay with Dalia.
Okay.
Iskar will stay with Dalia as well, if for nothing else, to make sure Steve doesn't. Oh,
He's
God.
on Steve duty. Okay, so it's our Steve and Dahlia.
All
go
right.
to the
So
right.
you're walking up the side of the building. Is that what you're doing?
Hmm.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Looking in the
Iskar's gonna
windows as
be-
we go. Go ahead.
Yeah, Iskar's going to be looking at all possible means of egress and ingress.
Okay. Make perception checks. Iskar, you can have a +2 because. Or what's your thievery? Make a thievery check. Let's
Okay.
do that for you because that's what you're.
Thievery for him, but perception for us.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because
Should
he's
I do
looking
a
at it with a professional
thievery
eye.
check?
Gonna use.
Yeah,
Gertrude's
you
gonna
can
do
do
the
a
same thing on the other side.
Iskar, I'll give you nudge fate. So if a 1 would make a difference, you got that.
I'm gonna use my Twitch advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
I mean, I did do a thievery check anyway because I got a 5.
I got a 9.
Yeah,
Crap.
no, I got a 9 on my reroll too.
Oof. Okay.
He's-
It looks very shut up.
Do I have
Any windows?
inspiration?
You can certainly see some windows. There are like big windows on the side of this building. Here, where you can see that there. But nothing that looks open or easily opened. It all looks very well shut up. What about team left-hand side?
Alright, Gertrude, we're just gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
And just kind of walk up and then look.
Oh,
Redra, I guess we would be with you.
Yeah.
Percepting, please.
All right, let's go. 23.
23, cool. Other two?
yep,
14.
hold on.
Was that a 14, Redra?
Yes.
23.
Cool. All right. You walk up the side of this. You do see what looks like a. It has the look of somewhere of like a prison yard outside area, right? So if you had prisoners and you wanted to give them some outdoor exercise, that's kind of the vibe of this sort of area out here. But it looks like no one's been there in a while. So it's that's the function, but the function is not being used for its function. Is like there are no footsteps, like no footprints. It looks pretty much like it's clean. It's not abandoned, and but it clearly is not being used. Apart from that, there are a couple of windows. They also look really well closed up. You don't see any movement on the side.
Quick question. There is snow on the ground, yes?
Probably yes. I don't
Okay,
remember when it last snowed,
how-
but yes, there's probably snow on
how
the ground.
Well, there were
Deep
snow
or
angels
fluffy, or
yesterday.
is
So
it frozen?
I think it's been a couple of days since there was actual snow falling.
Okay.
From memory. So for those of you not in our Discord, we have a weather app that generates weather that is seasonally appropriate every day in Circle Creek. This is why I'm so sure about the snow situation. But yeah, there would be a little bit of snow and ice, but like in that kind of sludgy, it hasn't actually snowed in a couple of days sort of way.
Okay. Then Iskar is going to be moving in a way that he's dragging his feet through the snow so they can't track which direction the feet were actually going.
Ah, okay. Very smart.
You should do the same. We don't want this to draw back. We don't want to draw attention to. So make it look like we are going any possible direction. Drag your feet.
Lucky's just gonna do circles and everything around our feet to just kind of obscure how much you can.
Cool.
He's bored.
Steve will just start hopping around like this isotope. Is this it? Am I doing it right?
No.
No,
Stop.
we still need to be quiet. We still...
You walk and drag your feet. That way you're not having a pointed direction of your feet in any which way.
Steve starts hopping in circles.
Does anyone speak? Any of you three speak? What is he gonna? Goblin.
Yep.
Yeah. Steve swears and curses Andaline's name.
Iskar swears.
Iskar, you mean?
Should just
Iskar, yeah.
Steve would
Yeah.
never.
No, Steve would
No,
never.
Iskar
Boss lady, dude.
swears
She's rad.
and
Dalia
curses
chuckles.
Andaline's
Dalia
name.
chuckles. You know she got it.
All right, so you go up the sides of the buildings. You see what you see. You come around the other side, you can probably see each other at the back.
Yeah.
The back is mostly, there are no real windows except for the ones that those of you who've been inside would know are the windows to the mayor's office, which are also shuttered and closed.
Would Pete's wings be big enough that he could like put them down the ground behind him and like drag the snow across his footprints or hoof prints?
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure he could do that. It just might involve some bending.
Could he do that from like the back of the group that he's part of?
Sure. Some weird tracks going on around this
Yeah.
town hall. But
Giant footsteps, tiny grandma footsteps, hoof prints, and just
We have little cat's paws and somebody
Mhm.
hopping in a circle on our side.
all right.
Okay,
So you come
once
around
we
the
get-
back of the building.
We get to the window. Iskar, I believe this is maybe where you would shine.
Right. This is the window into his office. What is on the other side? Is it just a straight floor? Is there a desk? Is there a bookshelf, side table? What should I expect on him?
Who's been in there?
Gertrude and Redra?
Have you met them around the back?
I
Yeah, we
assume
wait
so.
for
You
them.
said
Yeah.
we met.
Okay.
We
Cool.
just haven't moved.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we haven't moved yet.
You two would remember that there's like a bookshelf underneath the window.
Okay.
And at this time, when we get back together, Redra would let the team know about the movement that she saw in the front of the building in the curtains.
Okay.
Right. We
Once we
knew
get the
that
window
guards.
open, we can send in the Bo the cat to just check it out.
The bee might be better just because your cat is a little more, a cat.
Yeah. He does get that reaction sometimes.
All right. What are you doing?
At the window, he is just gonna first off try the window, see if it will. Is it shuttered from the inside or outside?
It is. What do shutters normally do? I've never lived in a country with shutters.
There
I'm
are
like,
a couple of there's
outside, right?
shutters
They
that
go
open
outside.
out, but there's
I'm
also
gonna go with
shutters on the
outside.
inside that open in.
I would say outside.
Outside. Okay, so is
I
there
don't know.
shutters normally have like a hook latch that kind of close them? You know, there's not normally a lock on them unless there's a bolt. Is it a hook latch or is it there a latch bolt inside?
It's locked from the inside.
Oh, it is locked from the inside. Oh. Okay, so this mayor knows how to keep his things locked up. Right, well, time to try. Let's see if I can open this lock. And he is going to attempt to pick it with a thievery.
Okay.
Nudge fate. +1 if you need it.
+1 will make it an 18.
No, only if it'll change it
Oh, okay,
from
gotcha.
the success
So
level.
17.
17. Yep, that will open the shutters. Like that, you managed to nudge the little
Mhm.
lock open.
Yeah, he'd like to just take a peer into the office there. He does have night vision or dark vision.
Make a perception check for me, please.
Right.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Nope, he's just getting a scope of what the room looks like.
Okay.
22.
Cool. So this is what you see. With a 22, you can also see, and because you are a thief, so you know what this looks like, on the windowsill there is like a very faint kind of silvery line, which you would recognize as some sort of alarm spell. This is something that is designed to notify people if someone is entering through the window.
Is it magical in nature or
It is
physical?
magical in nature,
It is
yes.
magical in nature. Right, so before we go any further, who has the ability to kind of disarm magic?
That would have been handy.
I mean, the
No.
team knew that there was magic, but
Right.
You
okay.
guys.
Is it So with his knowledge of the traps, is it one that kind of acts like a laser beam idea where if you pass the laser beam, it sets off the trap, or is it an area where if you go over the general area?
I would say that you would recognize that this is it's designed to notify someone if someone passes over it. So if someone's going in through the window. It also doesn't, it's not designed to be damaging, it's designed to notify.
Yep.
So if you hadn't rolled so high, it would have just, you wouldn't have even known
Notified, yep.
until you were,
Right. Well, we are not getting in the room this way. Without the ability to nullify magic, we are not able to get through the window. However, I do see 2 doors. Are there windows to the neighboring rooms?
the door, so the one door is to the passageway,
Okay.
which Redra and Gertrude would know. The second door, there are no windows on that side of the building. There was one, you would have seen it on this here. Ping. Sorry.
What's going over here?
Yes,
Yeah,
that is a window.
Iskar will make his way back to that one and look and see if it's latched. He will also try to do
It is latched, but it doesn't seem to be as firmly latched.
Yep. So, I mean, that's good because he only got a 13.
Yep,
we
that's
on-
enough. That's enough to open it.
Are we on the? Is that window on the second floor? Is there a floor
No,
above
this is-
it? Roof?
This is all first floor. There is not a second floor.
So above that is the roof of the
The roof,
building.
yeah.
Is it? Are we talking like pointy roof, flat
Sure.
roof?
Probably a pointy roof.
Okay, and we're talking like slate.
Oh my god, Mac! What kind of roof does the town hall have? Sure, it's slate.
I wouldn't climb up there with your hooves, honey. I don't.
No,
think
no,
that's-
not asking for thievery reasons that Mac knows nothing about. Look, my mother used to lock her keys into the house inside all the time.
Yeah, so Iskar will look in this new room.
Okay, what you see
Again.
from that window is a big open space with it looks like you can probably tell because you're a thief that this is the business end of a courtroom.
Mm.
Excellent. And what does the window look on this side? Does it look like it's possible to maybe not have an alarm?
Make a perception check or a thievery check.
Go with thievery.
You haven't used your nudge fate yet, so you still have
Not
it
yet.
for a minute.
24.
This one is not alarmed.
Yeah, he's gonna go for this one. So he's gonna try. Before he even tries to pick it, he's just gonna try and open it and see if they forgot to lock it.
It is not. It's locked.
Yeah, then he's gonna go ahead and try to pick it.
Quinn doesn't like his job, but he doesn't want to lose it. Sure. Make a thievery. I assume it's thievery.
Yep. Ooh. That's do I have Twitch Inspiration right now? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna use Twitch Inspiration because that's
Okay.
an 11. 17.
Yep, that will do it. So you open the window.
Right in through this window. And he will deftly slide his tall, slender frame in.
I assume you're doing this in a sneaky fashion.
Oh gosh, yes.
Please roll me a sneaky check.
Absolutely.
Did we
That
Close
is a
up the other-
15 sneaky.
15 sneaky?
15 sneaky. And no,
Okay.
Iskar did not close the second latch there. But he didn't say why. So
What are the rest of you doing? Are you following? What are you doing?
Steve is following his new friend Fishsticks.
Yep.
Iskar is going to reach out, seeing Steve being the next one coming, and just kind of like reaching out to grab and Pete,
Yeah.
please
All you
lift
Winnie the
him so
Pooh
I can-"
pushing him from the other side.
just pulling him in, trying to be as quiet. Steve, just shh.
Steve, make a sneaky check, please.
What is a sneaky check? Stealth.
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 Yeah.
You don't speak Jax yet?
Accurate.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
funny.
He's gonna use his inspiration.
This is great.
Because
It's
there was
worse. 9 is what I have.
Cool.
Oof.
Cool. Yep. Pete?
So the first one was 1,
Mhm.
and I used my inspiration, and then I rolled a 2, so I had 3 on
Cool.
stealth.
Good lord. 11.
11. Gertrude and Redra, are you going in?
Ooh, we're doing great, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21.
21.
Yeah. she's
Wow,
got-
Redra's
Wha-
quiet
she's
as hell.
got-
So far,
Not
Redra's the
normally.
quietest.
Yeah.
13.
Cool. I mean, that's reasonable. All right.
And would
You're-
Pete have enough self-awareness to realize that he is definitely not doing very well at this?
I mean,
He's pretty
yes.
wide.
I feel
Yeah,
like he
he's-
knows.
I-
He's a big guy. Yeah.
Can Pete, like, help Steve into the building and just be like, no.
So you're staying outside.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
If you
fine.
try to get in with your 2 and you're like, nah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna send Pete a message. I can contact you if I need to. So if we need a distraction or something outside, we can message Pete.
Make anyone in the room make a perception check for me, please.
No, I haven't gotten in there yet. Gooch. Oops.
Hey, muscle cat.
25. So that's a natural 20 for 25.
Cool.
13.
Iskar, you clearly see this door over here on the other side. Oh wait, I haven't revealed that. Please hold. Now that you're in the room, you can see the rest of it.
14.
Can you see that now?
No.
Why are you
Door
being a
over
butt?
here?
Sorry, please hold. There we go. That's the right kind of square.
Ah.
So this door over here. See that door over there?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Iskar, you can see that someone is like turning the knob.
Oh, great. Down, 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 and this guy's gonna drop
Hide.
to the ground.
Gertrude will cast invisibility on herself and Steve.
Yay!
This
So
is gonna go well.
does invisibility give you a specific thing
Give me
to
one
stealth? I
second.
assume it does.
It's a thing.
I'm sorry, I'm
Yep.
gonna step away for a second.
All good.
The target becomes invisible. This makes it undetected to all creatures, though the creature can attempt to find the target, making it hidden to them instead. But
Okay.
he's invisible unless they search.
Until they're looking. Yep. All right. Cool. Dalia.
I'm gonna
what do you
hide.
do? Okay. Make a stealth
Stealth.
check for me, please.
14. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Redra.
Yeah, she's gonna try to hide.
18.
15.
Cool. We'll get Iskar to roll. You watch as a guard pokes his head into the room and looks around, like he heard something.
It's one of the guys that we
So-
saw.
Is there, like, one window that we've come in? What's at the back? Is that just solid wall?
There are 3 doors at the back, and then there's the door that is obviously to the mayor's office.
No, like, to the outside. Like, we came in through the window.
There are no doors to the outside. There are only
Yeah.
doors to the passageways. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's a window.
Yep.
That actually looks like a door, doesn't it? But I've said it's a window, so it's a
No,
window.
it's a window, and then that back
then-
wall.
These here are windows. Down the side on the right.
Yep.
And then this back wall, these are doors. They look like very solid doors.
So after Pete spectacularly fails and realized that this is definitely not his thing, he would have just like moved around the corner of the building out of line of sight. So
Okay.
if someone looked through that window, they don't see a giant ass tiefling like
Sure. Cool.
at the window.
Yeah. So the guard looks in, takes a bit of a look around, doesn't see anything moving because his perception wasn't that high the second time around. Iskar, can you just roll me stealth, please, for hiding from the guard?
Yes, absolutely. Sneaky sneak. Oh ho ho! 9.
9.
9. It's okay. These guys, that's okay. These guys got a
Would it-
plan.
You
Would a
guys don't have
10
rogue.
help?
Let me get you a rogue.
He has nudge fate, so if a 10 would help. he
I
can-
rolled an 11 on my perception.
Okay, so no.
It's okay.
So he looks in and he just catches sight of your head going underneath Yaku, just a bit slower than everyone else.
Mm.
And he goes, "Oi! What do you want? What are you doing in here?" And he kind of pulls out a crossbow
Iskar
and
would
aims it
stand.
in your direction.
Iskar stands. Well, as he stands, he'd kind of wave to anyone else laying on the ground to stay. You
Yeah.
know, his hands below. And very good, very good. You did catch it. Quinn wanted me to make sure that the night guards were doing their duties. Great job.
Make a deception check. For
Making
me.
your security rounds.
Absolutely.
Leverage hired, to check the security.
I don't even know
You
what
got
you
Parker?
rolled.
Jesus, these digital rolls are terrible.
What do you roll against deception?
Is it
Perception?
society?
I'm gonna
Is
go.
it-
I'm
is it
gonna go
a-
with.
Is it a will, maybe?
Oh God, he's dumb as shit. This guy. Sorry. What was your deception roll?
13.
He goes, Quinne. He's very keen. Well, I got you. Obviously, I'm doing my job. I guess I'm gonna escort you out now.
Oh, no, that's not quite done. I know you're not the only one in here. You got me, but your compatriots didn't, so...
My compatriot is sitting back at his post while I came to investigate the noise, which is
Weird.
protocol.
That's great. He's sitting at his post. Now let's see what happens. When you take me to a different part of the building, and don't report back. We need to make sure that everyone is following protocol.
This seems. I didn't hear anything about this sort of checkup when I signed up for this job.
And why would they tell you? Because if they told you, you'd always be doing the right thing. They need to make sure you're doing the right thing when no one is looking.
Okay, well, we could just stay here and see how long it takes him to check, I guess.
No, we need to go to a different part of the building
Why?
to make sure you are doing your rounds properly. You can tell me all you want that you're doing your rounds, but did you know that I was already around the front of the building?
Like you've been in the building already?
No, like I was around the front of the building outside.
People are always around the front of. All right, where do you want to go to next then?
Well, take me on a round, see what other things I can cause trouble for. Where
Very
would
well.
you go next?
Come on. And he kind of he has that like he's very uncertain of the situation, but he also doesn't want to get into trouble, and he's clearly not very bright, and he totally believed you, so he's gonna like, all right, come on, and he leads you
How
into
much
the
did he
passageway.
fail by? How much did he fail by?
I rolled a 9.
Okay. On a critical success with a deception, I improve their attitude towards me.
Okay. Cool. So he takes you back into the passageway.
Steve, I don't know why this is important to say. I think it's funny. Steve heard him say compatriot, so he's just holding up 2 fingers,
Yeah.
not understanding he's
And-
invisible,
and
and
he's-
no one
yeah.
can see him.
Oh. He's like, I
Nice.
can count it too.
That's cute. All right, so he takes you into this passageway. Behind you is what, knowing the layout of the building, you could probably establish as the mayor's office. And he goes, well, I guess normally I'd go to the front foyer next, and he kind of leads you down this way. None of these internal doors are locked, by the way. So he pushes through these doors into the main foyer entrance. And he
So
kind of, yep.
once into the main foyer area, right. So now you've brought me back to the front of the building. So congratulations, you have passed. Right. Now we need to make sure your compatriot does the same thing. You can't be the only one that's paying attention to everything, right? That wouldn't be fair. So, you know I'm in the building now. But your compatriot suspects something, maybe? But now it's time to
Well-
test him.
He knows I came to investigate a noise. Yeah.
Right.
We both heard it. It was a very loud clunk.
It was a very loud clunk. I wanted to try to be more obvious to give you the benefit of the doubt. But now we need to make sure there's not you catch on the not so obvious things. So for succeeding, you get your first bonus, and he will give 2 gold coins.
Oh.
All of these tests
Oh.
come with
Yes.
This guy looks at this because this is a lot of money to him. He's like,
Mhm.
this is just for catching you and bringing you here.
just for catching me on the easy mode.
Oh. So, hang on. Does that mean if he catches you on the hard mode, he gets more gold?
That is correct.
Oh, well, that doesn't seem fair.
It doesn't matter who catches me on the hard mode. It just matters that I get caught on the hard mode. It doesn't matter who.
So I could catch you on the hard mode and get the gold.
You could.
But I know you're here already.
You do know you're here.
I'm confused.
That is okay. So, go back to your post. Report you found nothing, because if he knew this was a test, it wouldn't be quite fair.
Okay.
And be
But
ready.
then when I'm sorry, if we hear another noise, I can come investigate, then I get the gold?
Sure.
Cool. Okay.
But you
what?
have to make sure you're doing the right thing at all times.
Of course. That's what I do. The right thing at all times, not just for the gold.
Right.
He needs you.
Once he gets, I want to let Pete know that Iskar's been spotted, but it seems like he's got the guard bamboozled. So
Okay.
we're proceeding.
The guard returns to his post, 2 gold richer, and slightly confused, and apparently very stupid. Thank you,
Why?
dice.
While all this is happening,
Yeah.
since Steve's invisible,
Yeah.
he was watching Ishtar do the lock stuff and the thievery stuff. He's gonna check out this door to see if he can thievery it.
Okay.
Then don't you make that face. You're the one that made Steve invisible.
Please. What are you
He's-
trying to do? Are you trying to unlock it?
Gonna try to unlock it, and he also saw. He saw. I don't even remember your actual name right now. He saw
Iskar.
Isotrope try to Iskar, thank you. Tried with the silvery line that was pointed out, so he
Mhm.
saw that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like trying to see if there's similar things if this door.
Okay. Please
It's only
make
last 10 minutes.
a thievery check.
Because thievery's +6 for Steve.
Oh,
So maybe he won't fuck this
interesting.
up.
How?
I only rolled
No, no.
an 8, so 14.
I understand the how. I want to know the why.
When you're
Nobody
stupid,
expects
you
that.
can get away with a lot.
14 is the DC.
Steve did a thing!
VP
So
Steve.
Steve.
Uh-huh.
You can see
Holy moly.
across the ground on the floor of this door, there is a similar silvery line to the one you saw at the window.
Steve is pointing wildly at it.
Steve is invisible.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Yep. You know that. Mm-hmm.
After they're in the room, Gertrude would say, Steve, nobody can see you. Like, once that we exit and hear them walking down the road, so he's aware he's now can't be seen.
Mhm.
I don't know that he's unaware. And he's still doing what he's doing.
Steve will come back to the group and whisper, so, like, there's the same kind of silvery line thingy that fish sticks said we weren't allowed to cross.
Mm-hmm. Where, darling?
And by the door over there. I checked it out. I saw what
Are you pointing right now, Sonny?
I am, yeah.
You know, you do know you're invisible, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Maybe you could tell us in words where it is.
Yeah, the door thing.
Okay. There's a couple doors in here. A
The
little more.
the one to, like, the office and stuff that were
Ah.
it had, like, the same kind of silvery line, like, on the
Are any of the rest of you doing anything while Iskar is bamboozling this guard?
I'm gonna
No.
send Iskar a message. Is everything all right? Is it safe for us to come out? What's the status?
Everything is fine, but we need to make sure we are quieter. The guards are a little more on alert, but they will continue to do what we have expected them to do at this point.
Okay. Dahlia's feeling a little spicy. She's gonna be like, he's telling us to be a little quieter. Just throwing it out.
What did she roll?
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything while this is happening?
Yeah. well,
Redra?
He's got nothing to get rid of magic.
Okay. You just looked like you were going to say something.
No, I was waiting to see if we could go out and maybe try the official door, but
right. That's what I was saying. Go out in the hallway and.
So, Iskar, are you heading back towards where your people are?
Iskar is going to head back to the first door there and look for the similar.
Cool. Make a thievery check, please.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the door over here? Come out the door.
18.
Yeah, this has the same thing. He clearly doesn't want anyone getting into his office without him knowing.
Looking up, what's the type of ceiling? Is it a solid floor? Is it a drop ceiling, drop tile? You know.
It's a ceiling.
Like, stop it, you guys.
So, is the door?
I know a lot of stuff about a lot of things, but I do not know about like building
So-
materials.
Is the
Like the
ceiling
above
one of the
you.
ones you can push and move the tiles like you would see in like a hospital or okay?
No. It's
Question.
Solid.
yes.
Is
it
the
about ceiling?
door open? Like, can we see into the room?
The mayor's door.
Yeah, because that's what I'm asking. Like, when
No.
he sees the silver line, it's not
No.
open.
No,
Okay.
no, it's closed.
Because I was gonna say Gertrude has mage hand and she could cast it and move stuff around that way. But
No, the door is closed.
With-
He clearly doesn't want people in his office without his knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
With Iskar's knowledge on these traps, would it alert if the door was opened, or would it alert if just someone went in?
It is likely that it would alert if the door was opened.
With-
Iskar, just make me another thievery check. Just
Sure.
just for
giggles.
just for giggles.
Come on. Hero Lab's doing the thing. I gotta refresh. There it goes. Natural 1 for 7.
Never mind then.
He's... Oh wait! I have inspiration.
Yeah, just to
Okay.
say. Awesome.
Thank you.
Mm.
16.
Okay. I would say that you You're obviously not a magically inclined being. However, you are a thief, and this sort of alarm is not unusual. It's not a particularly sophisticated kind of magic. So I would say you would be able to disable it, but it would not be easy for you. And
Okay.
if it went wrong, it'll go off. So you could do it, but there would be a risk.
Right. So before we go any further, on your gathering information on the mayor, how far away does he live?
I don't think any of us asked that question.
Where is the general location of the residents' homes here in Circle Creek? Are they within the town or are they kind of outside of the town?
You would know that there are some fancy houses on the edge of the river, and what you know of the mayor would, you know.
Be in
Just
that
gonna
general.
take my jersey off. Hang on.
See, if we take off that trap, if it's not set, that might alert him that someone is in his office. Even if we don't want it to go off now, but if we not dismantle, what's the word I want? Disarm it, and he comes in the morning and it's disarmed,
Well,
he's gonna know.
I have already kind of created a cover for that. The guards are under the impression that Quinn has hired someone to come and test them to make sure they are doing the right thing at the right time. So the guards would say, oh, yes, someone was in here. And luckily, no one in Circle Creek really knows my face or where my interactions lie. So I am the only one that the guards have seen. That will be part of the stipulations that we may deal with.
Okay.
So, at this point, I say I will attempt to disable this alarm trap.
Okay.
And if it works, great. If it doesn't, we have that little less time to find the letter. Do you know where the letter is by chance?
No.
Right. Okay.
We know it's not
Then-
out in the open, right? That's all we know. Because
Well, you didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It's not like
Well-
lying on his desk.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to have to do something. So I'm going to try.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, his car's gonna try to disable the trap.
Make
Let me look at what guidance. Hold on.
I was gonna say, is anybody good at that? Can help him out.
I have guidance. Let's see.
I guess just
I
a
will give you-
plus one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus
with
one
Steve.
status bonus to attack, perception, saving, or skill check.
Perfect.
Cool.
So I'll
Make
take
a-
+1.
Yes, Mac.
Does Pathfinder, this version of Pathfinder we're playing, still have the thing where you can take a bit more time and get a bonus
Yeah,
to your
it's
skill
called
checks?
taking it. It's called taking a 10. Sorry, Jax. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that I didn't know the answer. So yes,
Yeah,
if you know the
it's-
answer, please tell me.
It's called taking a 10, where you forego rolling the dice and you just take a straight 10, and add your skill to it.
Okay.
Okay.
There's also called taking 20, where you'll take 20 minutes to
Right.
do everything to get it, until you get it right.
Yeah.
But you run the risk of failures in that.
I knew there was a thing and there was a time. I was like, is it
Cool.
something still?
So, Iskar.
Here we
check.
go. With that +1, 25.
Oh shit. Yeah. Cool. You will watch as Iskar very deftly and impressively just disables this trap. It looks like he takes something and pulls it, and essentially the string comes with it, and he just moves it out of the way. So it's still active, but it's out of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a high roll, man.
Nice.
So Iskar is going to let them into the room. Right now, I am going to try and go and distract the guards elsewhere to prevent them from coming to this room. Do what you need to do. I am going to go to the opposite side of the building.
Okay.
Cool.
I need to step away for just a second.
All good.
Okay.
All right. So the rest of you go into the mayor's office, except
Yep.
for Pete, who is outside, just hanging, I guess.
Pete's
Pete,
like
Pete,
looking around.
We're in the mayor's office, hon.
I'm assuming it's been 10 minutes, yes?
Yeah, I would say
That
it's probably
interaction?
been 10
Okay.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay,
Steve
cool.
is ready to like do invisible.
All right, so you are now in the mayor's office. We will get to Iskar in a hot second. What are you doing?
Looking around.
Yeah,
Do you want to
especially
leave Honey
the
Biscuit
areas.
out in the hallway to see if anybody's coming?
I can leave Honey Biscuit out, yeah.
Cool. So Honey Biscuit is in the hall.
Yes, I'll put him out in the hallway. So you know. The code word is gonna be honey. If anything's
Cool.
coming.
All right.
But Dalia calls me honey all the time.
Okay. So
Oh,
you're just looking around.
Well,
Just like
we're
just
gonna
gonna leave that on the shelf.
check before we open things. Like we're gonna check and see like if anything else is
Okay.
Yeah. That's what Gertrude's doing.
So
Yeah.
are you looking? Tell me about your look. Are you just like looking, or are you like opening things, and what are you doing?
Well, so okay, let me look at this room. I'm assuming it's semi-accurate.
So there's a big desk. There's a like bookshelf against the window. That's a bookshelf. I think it looks like drawers in the
Does
thing.
there
but it's a
look like
bookshelf.
a filing cabinet or something that looks like it would have important documents in it?
The underneath the bust, which by the way is a bust of Beldithas, because of course
that's
it
the
is.
mayor.
That's the mayor. There are like drawers and stuff, but it's not a filing cabinet. It's just like a chest of.
Okay. I would
Sure.
check. Gertrude would check that first, and first check to see if there's any kind of trap or anything, and then check for the.
Please make a perception check
Yeah.
to find trappy traps.
15.
Or thievery, if you prefer.
To the honest old lady. Honest.
You don't see anything.
Okay. Well, snaggletooth.
I'm
Where
checking the
did
desk
you check?
drawers.
This, I guess, wait and see if anybody else found any traps first. But this is her section.
Okay. So are you opening the drawers, or are you just looking?
She's gonna wait until see if anybody else found anything
Okay.
because she don't trust herself.
All right.
Steve is on one side of the desk.
Weren't there
Okay.
drawers and shelves that
What's that?
didn't we see drawers and shelves where it's possible that he could have hidden it in the office?
So
when they
there
were doing-
are the drawers under the bust. Then there's against the window. There's a bookshelf, and then the desk also has drawers. So there are 2 drawers, on each side, and then one of those middle ones. You know.
All right, I guess Redra's gonna look for anything under the bust, and check for traps first, I guess.
Okay. So perception for trappiness.
Wait, Redra under the bust? He's kind of got a big ego. I wonder if maybe there's a key or something under his bust. I don't know.
Yeah, that's I figured.
Right?
His ego, maybe it's close to him.
Yeah. Good thinking.
25 for perception-y.
It is not trapped.
Oh.
Okay, so then I can looky look.
Yes. Looky look. What are you doing? Like lifting the bust over to see if there's something underneath it?
Well, yeah. Yes. Yep. Looking
It's-
look under, or can I like feel if I can
Like a
anything
hidden
feels
compartment
off?
or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
perception again, I guess. Or thievery. Check for trappiness.
Happiness. It's gonna do. Oh no, that's bad. I'm going to use my Twitch inspiration. 22. A lot better than a 9.
This bust is just a bust. It doesn't have any secret compartments, or
It
its
was a
head doesn't
bust.
open. Or,
Searching over there was a bust. That's
Okay. I love
and there's
looking up.
nothing underneath it either.
All right.
It's
Steve,
just
yeah, you ready to look at these?
decorative.
Yeah.
Steve and I are
Steve
gonna be
thieveries it.
so
yeah.
I'm gonna perception it.
22.
Ooh.
What the hell, Steve? What
Oh,
the
God.
hell? So you're looking at the two drawers on the side, right?
Yeah,
On your side.
Yeah.
What side is that? The right-hand side.
right.
What does Pete
Um,
learn from this? He really doesn't stealth, and Steve's a shifty mother.
Neither of them are locked. Neither of them are trapped.
And looky look.
You lucky look. Please make a perception
Oh no.
for your lucky look.
I think a 16.
A 16. A 16. The bottom drawer just has boring paperwork in it. It's just your standard
Gross.
bureaucrat bullshit.
Yuck.
The top drawer also has boring paper in it, but you become aware as you're scrabbling through it that, which is a weird moment of clarity for Steve, that
It's the
the
beer.
space in this drawer is smaller than the drawer is. It's almost like there's a gap that is missing at the bottom of this drawer. I love that it's Steve who found this fucking drawer.
Yes.
He's visual. He's very visual, so that actually
Yeah.
makes sense for him.
It also appears to have like some sort of runes on it that make you think that something bad might happen if you try to do something there. I'm going to pause you.
Okay.
Iskar,
Yeah.
what are you doing while Steve is fucking being the MVP?
And now you know why we brought Steve.
So Iskar is going to go to the direct opposite. He's going to come up to this front office area
Okay.
and try to. He's going to try to sneak around, but he's also going to try to be. You know, he's gonna try to be sneaky, but he's gonna try and make a little bit of noise, a little less
Gotcha.
noise than we made when we came in, but he's still gonna try and.
Yeah. Are you going into the room?
Yes.
Cool. As you enter the room, on the far side in the bookshelf, you see two weird imps that, as you walk in, look up, flip you off, and they disappear behind the bookshelves.
Awesome.
Well, that answers that question.
Yep.
Are you doing anything about that?
You know it. No.
Okay.
We did tell him about that, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
bug-
at the anvil.
You said
Yeah,
something about
yeah.
bugs. That was about it. But-
Yeah. That's
Yep.
fun.
Yeah. So he is going to. He's not gonna rifle through anything, right? Because that would be too much. But he's gonna try and make it look like he is looking for something,
Okay.
but making a little bit more noise than he would normally try to make.
Cool. I'm gonna say a performance check because that, you know,
They like jazz.
That's a 12.
that's a 12.
That's a 12.
Okay. Let me roll some perception here. Please hold for perception. From the other guard, even though their stat blocks are the same. They might roll differently. Who can tell? Steve, please go ahead and inform your people if you wish, because Hero Lab is being slow.
He's raising his hand for
Yes.
attention.
yes,
Yes, Cher.
yes, Steve.
This drawer here is like, it's supposed to be bigger on stuff, and it's not. But there are
Okay.
also these weird little squiggly siggles, and I think if I try to mess with the drawer, it's gonna like do something real bad and some stuff.
Mhm.
Can
Alright,
someone else like look at this?
Gertrude's gonna go over there and read Aurora.
Okay, what does that do?
You focus on the target object, open your mind to perceive magical auroras. When the casting is complete, you know whether that item is magical, and if it is, you learn the school of magic. If the object is illusionary, you detect this only if the effects level is lower than the level of your read aurora spell, which is 3rd level. Because it's heightened.
It is magic,
Mhm.
and its type of magic is ouchiness.
Ouchie. Gotcha.
Probably enchantment. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Saltiness is good. I like ouchiness.
So yeah,
We're
so
so off book at this point that I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
just make schools of magic up. Ouchiness.
Yep.
This is
No,
what we're-
tracks.
It's probably enchantment.
could-
It's gonna hurt if you.
Should I try and lift it with the mage hand so just the mage hand gets hurt?
I think it'll still like blow up and stuff.
yeah.
Right.
It's there. Can Gertrude look and see if there's anything on the bottom of the drawer?
Sure. Make a perception check.
Okay, hold on. One moment, please. 25.
25.
Yes.
You take a really good look at the bottom of that drawer, and you do in fact find right at the back of it a little button. Meanwhile, down
Pete's
here.
Pete's gonna be
Oh, yes.
keeping an eye out the whole time. By the way, like he's just like lookout now for the escape plan.
It's very quiet. Like it's now
Just-
getting quite late.
Yeah, every
It's
minute
a
or so.
miserable
Everything good,
night.
Pete? Everything good,
Peop-
Pete? Just
yeah,
kind of keeping.
People are
open.
not around. This door opens. the door to Iskar's room opens, and a different guard pokes his head in, and he goes, "Hey, what you doing in here?"
Very well done, very well done. Quinn has hired me to
What?
make sure that the guards are doing the right thing at all times. So I have been hired to kind of come in and make sure that the guards, you, are patrolling and responding to potential intrusions as you should.
He peers at you for a while, and he goes, "Don't I know you from somewhere?"
Not that I'm aware of.
Make a deception check.
Deception. Ooh, that's a 12.
That's a 26.
Ooh.
Turns out this
Ooh.
guy's the brains of the operation.
Ah,
He gives you a long look and he goes, "Nah, you're full of shit, bro."
well, I do believe we all are full of shit. And yeah, no, he's oh.
He's like, "Wait, I've seen your face. I've seen your face."
Quite possibly.
There was a reward up in Elder Castle for you. I was up there like maybe 2 weeks ago, and there was a reward for capturing you. You are a thief. You're a thief. And now he's
Well,
shouting.
that's kind of rude. As soon as he starts to shout, Iskar's gonna try and cover.
Okay, make a grapple. So that is, if I remember correctly, your acrobatics versus a. I'm gonna say reflex, fortitude, probably because fortitude is strength. Acrobatics or athletics, I'll take either. Against the guard's fortitude.
That's a 16, but the thing says I have Twitch. Or inspiration? I still have inspiration?
Probably.
I think you got it back.
Oh, I got a 15.
Alright, yeah, I'll keep the 16.
So he starts to shout, and you grab his thing, and he's now struggling. Which means that the rest of you are unaware that this is happening.
Oh, we didn't hear the shout because he
No, because he
startled
didn't get
them?
it off.
Okay.
Because he, yeah. What are you doing with this guy?
We are gonna go. Well, we're gonna go outside.
How?
Oh, I'm dragging him.
Right, but the front door is locked.
Oh, is the front door locked? It doesn't have an internal lock that I can't just, drag and.
It has a keyhole.
Hmm. Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna go outside then. We'll come further. I'll bring him further into the room that I was in.
Okay. So you're both in here now, and you have
Yep.
your hand across his mouth. What are you doing in the mayor's office, folks?
I was searching the other side of the desk while Steve was searching that. I didn't
Make
do well,
a
but Lucky got a
fever.
21. Perception.
Lucky doesn't have thumbs.
No,
Oh.
perception. I haven't
Okay.
checked it yet. I was just
But he
letting
got
it know.
Thumbs.
There are no alarms or traps on this side.
Okay, so then she'll open the left side and see if there's anything going on in there.
Okay. The top left-hand side has some papers and a purse of gold. Well, a purse. You assume it has gold. You can't see inside it unless you look. The bottom left-hand side has sitting on top a dossier file thing that has the Horde crest on it.
Mm.
Ooh. Gertrude would tell people about the button, ask if she should push it or not.
Yeah, I'm looking through the
I love
dossier.
pushing buttons.
Cold.
Dahlia's just num 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 eating up all whatever's in there.
So you're flipping through it. It appears to be detailed notes on every member of the Horde. Where
Okay.
they're from, who their families are, if they're from Althea, what their skill set is. He's done his homework.
So like when I come
Or
to
someone's
mine,
done. Someone's,
right? Like I see it's all accurate. Okay.
Yeah. It looks pretty accurate.
Okay.
There are like notable, like Axel's parents' names are in there.
Okay.
Your traveling troop, there's a list of people.
Okay.
Like it is detailed.
Interesting. Good to know.
Iskar, please make
Yeah.
another acrobatics or athletics. 'Cause this
24.
guy's- I rolled a natural one.
Yeah.
You're good.
Well, that's
All
a
right,
that's a
Gertrude,
critical
are you-
success.
Are you pressing the button?
Unless somebody tells her no, she's gonna press it.
Steve wants to press the
Yeah.
button. Steve
Press the
wants
button.
that
Well,
pressed.
Let
She'll let
Steve press
Steve.
the button. He found it.
Are you pressing the button, Steve?
Sure am.
Okay. Steve
My
presses the
name is
button.
Travis Willingham and Ashley Johnson.
And you hear a click, and it kind of elevates slightly, and you can see, and the runes sort of go out, and you can see that there is a fake bottom to this.
Do I see the letter?
So you're lifting the bottom?
Yeah.
You absolutely do. In the bottom of this drawer, there is an envelope with a seal that has clearly been broken and opened, with the butterfly's open wings on it.
All right.
Steve will pull out his coloring book and his wax sticks and start
Okay.
making the copy.
Okay.
So
How
you're taking the letter out. The letter's, it's an
Yes.
envelope.
Well,
Yeah.
Gertrude's gonna tell him to stop for a
Okay.
second and be like, "I can do this without disturbing it any more than we've already disturbed it." And so
Okay, cool.
she's gonna use her glean contents thing, which I believe is a society
that's
check.
so hot.
Okay.
It's a hot perk.
Guidance, just cause
Okay.
if needed.
Guys, because the clerics are gonna do something.
I'm
gotta do
not
something
gonna
here.
stop Steve
with-
from coloring in his book, but I do have actual paper and pen and
Okay.
Yeah, so Gertrude brought her writing
yeah.
thing.
Yep.
With guidance, that's a 25.
Oh, I don't know how this works. Let me go and read the thing. What does it say?
I can tell you. Give me 1 second.
Please tell me. Good.
Okay, you're an adept at quickly scanning loose papers and carefully discerning the contents of sealed letters without damaging the seal. You can attempt society checks to decipher writing on a message that is only partially glimpsed, upside down, reversed from your perspective, or even sealed. However, on a critical failure, the recipient is made aware of your effects. When using this feat to decipher sealed letters, you attempt to decipher writing gains the manipulative trait.
All right. So I would understand that as you can manage to open it and get the letter out without disturbing.
And
the
like
seal.
put it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and put it back
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, I would say a 25. Absolutely, yes. Here, let me show you the letter because I prepared this
Ooh.
earlier. How do I do this? Please
I'm
hold while I
excited.
figure out how Roll20 works. Show to players.
I don't think Roll20 knows how it works.
Can you
Sure.
see that? It says
Yeah.
I've said show
Oh,
to
in
players
Roll20?
in
No.
Roll20.
I don't
Show to
see it.
players.
I
Oh,
think
is
it's
it
in like notes
is it
or
in
something.
our
It may be in handouts on the underneath on the third. Wow, on the right.
yeah.
There's the chat and there's one of those should be handouts, I think. Where your characters are, same as where your characters are.
Right. Chat.
No, beside
library.
chat.
See my character.
I
Yeah,
just see
only see my
character.
Okay, hang on.
Library.
I will do
I've
it.
done this before in other games. I know it
Oh.
usually looks like a
Yeah.
little newspaper.
You found it?
Mm-mm.
That's my sheet. Nope, that's my library. Kidding.
Let me try to.
Okay, I'll do it this way.
refresh.
Hang on.
All right. While you're doing that, Gertrude, do you want to copy the letter?
Well,
I will.
she has her writing set, so she's
Okay,
gonna
then
copy it.
I'm gonna take notes on the dossiers while she's doing that.
Nice.
They do seem very detailed and very
Yeah. Hoping
correct. Accurate.
hoping that I'll get some information in chat after later. I can tell you who I'm interested in later.
I'm dumping it on the map, so hopefully you will just be able to see it as a.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Whoa,
Yeah. Well,
that's
Cool.
huge.
The blacked out person.
Hang on. I'll make it smaller.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a place to put it where there's no
Right?
blackout. Oh. There we go.
There
You
we
should be
go.
able to read it now.
You
Yeah.
can zoom in.
Zoom in a little bit.
Does someone want to read it out loud?
I was
for
going to
the
say, would you like me
Yeah,
to read it out loud?
after here. Maybe he wants to do that
Dramatic
for us.
reading
Yeah.
time.
To the Right Honourable Mayor of Circle Creek. Bastard.
Building this.
I am delighted to notify you that your daughter is safe and well. We are keeping a close eye on her movement to ensure she stays that way, as per our arrangement. The blacksmith's daughter appears to be quite stuck in her ways and not open to a pragmatic approach. We have not yet found a good footing for negotiation. We are resourceful. So far, this guild of hers has not caused us any grief, but sadly, it's only a matter of time. I am certain, sir, that you will turn all your efforts into preventing them from putting themselves in the way of our business, given your obvious and natural care and worry for your dear child. Suffice to say, she will remain completely safe for as long as our business goes unmolested. Should this change, however, I would sadly have to withdraw our protection. Our deepest regard, M.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Moriarty.
Sometimes you're paranoid. Sometimes they're actually out to get you.
Right, I'll
That's
just
still
move
actual
that over
paranoia.
to the side. Cool. So that was a critical success. I want to say Ishtar every time now. Ishtar,
Yeah, I've ruined names.
the last one. Your last
Yeah.
one was a critical success, right? I'm gonna say that you've like he's passed out on the couch at this point
Okay.
because critical success. You've like knocked him out
Go to
gently.
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah,
Go to sleep,
exactly.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah. Iskar will leave him there.
Mm-hmm. He's
And
just chilling there.
he will kind of look over to the bookshelf where the scrits were.
Mhm.
Don't actually, if you eat anything, eat him.
What language are you saying this in?
Oh goodness. Looking at the creatures, so he speaks Common, Elven, Gnomish, Goblin, and Orcish. Looking at those creatures, was there any language that he might think that they speak?
Make a nature check.
Sure. No, he's terrible at that. 8.
You have no idea.
Let's say it in Goblin.
Okay, they do not respond.
That's
It's just
fine.
silence from the bookshelf.
And then he will, make his way back towards the main hall there where he had left them. They kind of
Cool.
poke his head in and be like, "It's time to go. Have we finished everything here?"
So
Yeah.
who is making the copy?
Gertrude is.
Okay.
Do I need a roll-in
Make
thing?
a kind of for how fast you can do it. I'm gonna say either performance or crafting. Let's go with that.
Okay,
Jack
let's
says,
see what's
making
better.
up the rules.
Yeah. I think crafting
Okay.
is.
Crafting is the best for me. An
This is
11.
like how quickly
you know
you
what?
can write it out.
I'll
Mhm.
use my inspiration to reroll. 21.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. All right, so you can very quickly get it copied out exactly. Now what are you doing?
Guess going back out the way we came in? Is that the goal, guys?
Hmm.
Put everything back how we found it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if maybe Iskar can try to reset the filament or whatever that was on the door once we close it.
Okay, so if you are putting everything back the way you found it, I
Mhm.
need a. Let's make it a thievery check from anyone doing that, because
am
that
going
is
to-
the skill of returning things to where they are.
I'm going to save you all some time.
Mm.
You ready for this? Iskar's going to step into the room and look for anything just right off the cusp valuable.
Bag of gold.
There's a bag of gold.
Excellent. He's taking it.
Okay.
I have
Clever.
already been.
I'm fine with that.
I have already been identified by one of the guards for something that I did elsewhere. So
Right.
now
Oh.
that guard is awake or aware of me. So now I am the thief. So
Okay.
everything will come to me, not to you. If the gold is missing, he will think I only came for the gold.
Okay.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
it.
Cool.
So you return the letter to its place. You put the secret thing back where it
The
was.
dossier back.
16 on
Push the
thievery.
button again.
I pushed-
I assume somebody pushes the button again and resets the magic.
It
Yes.
pops
we're
back
putting
out.
it all back. Putting it all
No,
back.
when you push the drawer back, the secret drawer back into its spot, it like flares back
Ah,
up again.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. There is still a guard, so I'm going to need you all to make a stealth check.
Oh no. Do I have? Okay, I do.
Take it. 21.
Yep, using it. Using it.
Using it.
Ooh. I think
Do I need
have
to stealth my
inspiration.
bee?
I do.
Okay, that's
Can
fine.
I guide
Maybe it's fine.
myself? Can
I
guide
don't know.
myself.
Does guidance let you guide
Okay.
yourself? So, Dalia, what did you get?
Dirty 20. I used my inspiration.
Mac, Pete, you're outside. Redra.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't say you can't. It just says one creature.
Yeah, well then, yes, you can.
Okay. So I'm using my Twitch inspiration and using guidance for 18.
Cool. Steve?
12 with my inspiration.
Cool. Iska?
Oh, Steve.
20.
Cool. All right. It's a group check, so you're okay.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, I suppose I should roll perception for my dude, hey? In the other room.
Dalia cast invisibility on him. on Steve.
Oh, I was gonna do it on Iskar. So
Oh,
Yeah,
he
nah.
can get away.
He's shit. He's shit. It was a 12 on perception, so.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. All right. So you're going out the way you came?
Yep.
Yeah, Iskar,
Yeah.
would you like to be invisible for this?
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay. Steve,
Yeah.
you want to be invisible, share?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
cool.
I think the time of invisibility has passed. We need to get out
It's
of the
just-
building now.
it's- Yes.
That way we can keep track of everybody. I don't want to lose him.
Follow me.
It's a
Steve.
fair point. All right.
And
So you're
we're
heading out.
Pete would
Before
be
we-
Off to
yes,
see
'cause
the
I'm letting him
handful.
know.
Jen?
leave from whatever shadowy area we might be in after we exit. Can I do a quick check to see if anybody's watching?
Pete's been doing
You
that
mean
the
like
whole
when?
time.
Yeah, Pete's
Yeah.
been doing it. Pete, make a perception
Okay.
check for me. Just
19.
there doesn't seem to be anyone watching. This is
Pete will
not
be like,
like a high security building.
Yeah,
will be
but
like
you know.
carefully helping people out the window as well, just so they
Cool.
they don't fall out of a window.
So it turns out this guy has very shit perception. So you all managed to get out of the building, quite comfortably, leaving evidence of Iskar's wrongdoings.
Mhm.
Mike, roll me 3d12.
Ooh,
Ooh, 3d12.
he made some money.
He spent some money.
Yeah,
You could spend some
I'm,
money.
I'm totally fine with him. He's got to get out of town. He needs
Plus,
to-
it keeps the
16.
heat off all of us.
yeah.
How much was that?
16.
That is how much gold is in that purse.
Excellent.
All right. So you get out of the building.
Mhm.
You look around. There's still really no one around.
Uh,
Trickle
like-
in one or two at a time to the anvil.
yeah. Since there is like snow and stuff, at a certain point, like when we get to a good point, can she like disguise the like with prestidigitation, like lift
Yeah.
up the snow a
Can
little
we all
bit and fluff it?
Oh yeah.
Great
Pete's got that too.
prestidigitation.
He'll just be
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
We all take an area.
Moving
Steve
all the
hops on his
footprints.
circles again, so there's facing every which way.
Well, we should probably leave Iskar's tracks and then have them disappear at a certain point.
Well, yeah, but she's meant like
I know.
our tracks.
Yes, okay, excellent.
And
Okay.
Redra
This
will
big
notice
goat.
if Iskar left the shutters open, and then ask him, is that part of the plan?
Well, I originally left them open in case we needed to make a quick bail so we could go out the windows. Now I'm leaving them open so when the investigative powers that are come, they can see that I cased the building.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
I hope you all don't expect to break into this building again.
Hopefully
No.
not.
Well, I'll just turn that job down if it comes up. That's all.
I just mean the security on this building
Yes.
is going to increase
Increase.
significantly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you return to the anvil.
Mm-hmm.
It's now fairly late in the evening. There's just a
Yeah.
couple of like die-hard beer drinkers left.
Yeah.
Andeline looks up and just kind of makes a questioning eyebrow.
Gertrude would just go up and be like, "Hey, I finished those letters that I was gonna write and send to my family. Is it all right if I send it to you, give it to you, so you can send it off when you send the stuff to Lorelai's family?"
Absolutely.
And she just hands
She
the
takes
letter
it.
over.
Yep. She takes it and just pockets it. Excellent. I'm just going to go and check on my beer. And she heads off into the back room. And after like a couple of minutes, you just hear from the back room, "Motherfucker!"
Yeah. I know that feeling.
And then she
You know
comes
what?
back out and she goes, "Well, looks like I owe you each 10 gold." And she gives you the gold,
So, Andeline.
including Iskar. Yes.
Oh, Iskar doesn't take it.
Oh,
He
okay.
puts
Oh,
it
yeah,
towards her.
because favor. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. True.
So, the contents of that letter lead me to believe that you may have additional things that need to be done elsewhere, yes?
Yes. Iskar, make a society check for me, please.
Ooh. Society check.
With a +2 because of your profession.
Excellent. Whoop. 29.
Okay. You've been hanging out in Elder Castle. And doing some thievery. You have absolutely heard of an organization called the Metamorphosis,
Mhm.
which is a crime organization that uses the stages of a butterfly to indicate rank. So caterpillars, pupae, a fresh butterfly with its wings closed, and then a open butterfly that is the highest level
Mhm.
that you can reach in this organization. They are very ruthless, and they are gradually moving in on various places in Elthia, taking over from whatever thieves organizations were there before, violently if necessary. You've definitely heard whispers of this group and stories, and you've never met anyone who claims to be a member, and you've never met anyone who has met anyone who claims to be a member, but everyone in the kind of underworld, like criminal underworld, has heard whispers of this organization. So this is something you would absolutely recognize.
Yeah,
Mm.
he'd kind
Yeah.
of share all of his knowledge with Andeline.
Yeah.
Call that a free gift for your own.
Does he share it
She-
in front of us?
I would assume that she would, at the moment he starts talking, she'd be like, "We're going back," and you
Yeah.
guys can come if you want. Like she's
Yeah.
like,
I want to
she's
know.
pulling you.
Mhm.
No, he
Steve.
doesn't give.
'Cause I have something I want to try to too.
She already knows about them. Like this is on her radar. Hence the motherfucker. She says, "Yes, I'm aware of these people. They're a problem. So far, we've managed to keep them largely out of Circle Creek due to the fact that we, generally speaking, don't have that many criminals who live here. Just ones that pass through.
Right.
Um, But if they have gotten their claws into the mayor through his daughter, that's a problem. I don't care for him at all, but Astrid is actually a good kid, and
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of her being in danger
well,
because her father is a douche."
you should know. My visit to Circle Creek is ending tonight.
That seems wise.
Part of the excursion ended in one of the guards having been stationed at Elder Castle, and he saw my wanted poster.
Ah,
So
so
I
you've
have
been made.
Well, yes, kind of. I have made it look like it was a thievery. I stole 16 gold from the mayor.
Well, let's hope he just thinks this
It's
was
covered.
an out-of-town thief being opportunistic.
Well, guess what? I paid one of his guards too, so his guard's getting fired. He's a
Fair
foolish man.
enough. He should hire smarter people.
I would not expect to get back into that building. I have left things behind to make it look like it was a robbery. They know me as a thief. It would make sense for me to leave. You should not face any kind of backlash, because I know that is a concern of yours, especially now. That being said, if you have work and coin, I
We'll
am
be in
free.
touch. Where are you going? South?
Oh, as far away from here as possible. Probably somewhere warmer.
I recommend south.
South
You can
it
catch a
is.
boat.
Sounds
Go
like a
visit the
great time.
Salsa lads. They're nice this time of year. Well, some of them are nice this time of year.
That sounds great. That's where I'm headed.
Did you happen to see any little critters in any of the little, like, and I'll describe the scrits?
Yes, there were 2 of them. I told them to eat the guard.
Excellent.
Oh, they won't. They eat books.
They're not-
They don't eat
that's-
people.
It's
Well,
good to know
yeah.
there's a couple in there. That's okay.
Right.
So Dalia came in the back room as well,
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
totally
I would
wanted
assume
to
all
hear
of
what's
you
going
came
on.
in. Yeah.
except
Redra
Pete.
stayed out
Pete
front.
fucked off.
Oh, Pete didn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Pete doesn't
No.
care about this nonsense.
Fair enough.
Dalia, did you tell her about the thing?
The thing. Which
Dalia
thing?
found a thing.
I didn't tell anybody I found a thing.
I thought you told all of us in the room.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I said
Retcon.
Dahlia keeps it, but she
Steve
wants to tell.
said nothing.
Before I leave, sorry, Dalia, go ahead.
I was just Andalyn. I'll come see you tomorrow. There's a little extra stuff that I just wanted to.
Okay. I can't wait.
Iskar kind of looks over at Steve. Looks back to Andeline. Andeline, your patience is remarkable. Your ability to see something that others cannot is untested. It's uncontested. I don't know what you see in that one there, but Steve,
Yeah.
well done tonight.
Thanks. Yeah, I have to do cool stuff.
He's got a bright future.
Iskar, there are many who would not deal with you.
This is true, and I cannot say I blame them.
Once he starts being, Gertrude would like get in between him and Steve.
The big granny energy.
She's so tiny, though.
But she's got the energy.
Adeline's just smiling. She's like, This is what I do. This is what I do.
Well, you know where I will be. All of you, best
I
of
can
luck
always
in
find
dealing
you,
with.
dear.
Well,
That is also what I do.
this is very true.
I make good beer and I know everything.
The T-shirt.
All of you, I wish you the best of luck. You're going to need it if you're dealing with who you're dealing with.
Mm.
Oh,
And Iskar will make his exit.
thanks,
Okay.
Ixius.
As he heads out back past Pete, it's like, nice knowing you, my dude.
Be safe.
Firstly, thanks, Mike. That was a beautiful character.
That
For
was
someone you
awesome.
wrestled up this morning.
Yay.
Good job. Meanwhile, Angeline looks at the rest of you. Was there anything else?
I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thanks,
thank
boss
you.
later, dude. Steve leaves.
All right.
Heads
So
up.
you'll head off back. It is late by now.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to just time sweep the rest of your day in Discord because you were at the anvil
Yeah.
for all of it.
All day at the anvil.
Okay. So you all head off to your various lives and beds and baths, probably. And Angeline sits in her room full of beer for a hot second and just rereads that letter a few times, swearing under her breath. And on that note, we will see you all next week for the Injured
Lord!
Beast.
Yeah.
Metamorphosis. See, I knew
We
it was
will
gonna be a
see.
thing.
I'm not
We will
looking for
see you
Lady
all
Moon.
next week for the Injured
Every-
Beast.
Everybody's birthday game.
Oh yeah,
like
there's like
happy
3 birthdays
birthdays.
in that game. It's going to be great. And yeah, so join us for that. And as always, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Or the follow button, or both buttons. Hit all the buttons. Buttons are fun.
I mean, it worked for us, so
it
please
did.
hit the button.
It did. Hit the buttons.
Steve likes buttons.
Have a beautiful time zone wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Remember to be awesome. We love you guys.